Okay, everyone, the recording started. So again, very welcome to this DeFiChain DEX trading workshop. We did talk for, let's say 3 minutes already. We have, let me just count, we have, I think around 10 or 9 people just listening here, and very welcome everyone. Glad to have you here. And let me just repeat my words. This is recorded, and some people will maybe just watch this on YouTube. And yeah, please don't be afraid to ask anything. And if you don't want to speak, it's also understandable. You can use the chat, and I will have a look there. And we will try to have a nice workshop here. And I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation. Oh, first of all, of course, I have to share my screen. So the recording started and I didn't even share my screen. Now you should see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I did prepare a PowerPoint presentation. You can use this one as a kind of red line to go through the topics. And this is, I did call this one Beginner's Workshop 2, Dex Trading. So probably this will be named also Beginner's Workshop 1, because this is my first workshop I'm giving here. But before there was already one person who did give one workshop, but it's in German language. So if you are just able to speak English or maybe some other languages, but not German, don't worry, because I'm a new presenter here and I will start with my own style. I will start from the beginning, so you will miss not any informations. But still, the workshop of my pre-speaker was also very interesting. He did catch there some interesting topics, also more broader topics about trading, about emotions and so on. So if you are able to understand German language, you might check this one out also. And first of all, let me introduce our team here. It's a team of 7 people. Unseren, who's already attending right now, is part of it. And we are kind of operating, let's say it like that, under the name Dex Trading Live. So we are all people who love the DeFi chain, of course, and we love the trading. And there was a group started back then, and I joined as the 7th member after the Dex Trading Masters 2. Alex, the one who started the group, I think with Fonsan and some other people, asked me if I want to join, and I wanted to, and now I'm part of the team. And right now we are sitting in the workshop and just going to have some nice time, and I hope I can help you with interesting informations there. First of all, I have to start with a short disclaimer. Of course, no investment advice is given, simple as it is. I'm not even allowed to give any investment advice. I don't have any license here in Germany. So it would even be a crime if I would do so. So you have to understand that you must see this as educational and entertainment material. So any opinions and communications and research and so on I have made can be wrong. They might change, and also I just could make mistakes. You can't rely on my information here. It's just for educational and entertainment purposes. And with that also, it's coming that the author and the team of this workshop are not responsible for any loss or damage, including without limitation. So also loss or profits which you are not making because of this information may rise or indirectly from reliance on this information can't come back to us. We are not responsible for that. So all in all, no investment advice is given here. This might look like a very short agenda, but trust me, there's a lot behind it, many information. Yesterday, not yesterday, so 2 days back, I did give the workshop in German. So it's basically the same material, the same educational material. And we did manage to talk about these 2 topics. And we did also talk, but just very briefly, about the trading in general. But we did not come to the more deeper points, but don't be disappointed, because there will come other workshops, and we are also here to produce nice content for the community, and everyone with very different levels of knowledge should have a chance to start DEX trading. So it's also good for other people, and even if you are more deep into the topics, more experience with DeFiChain, more experience with cryptocurrencies, just don't be disappointed. We are also helping other people here. So I will start with some introductory slides, and then I will go over and try to explain to you what is it actually what we are doing here. What is the unique DEX trading system? Why does it work that the assets trade relatively to DUSD in a range of plus minus 5% to the actual traditional assets? And this is a very big point, and if you have understood this part, you're actually probably ahead of many people out there. And from then on, we will start to go more deep into the details, and I will also try to give you some strategies for your own purposes. If you think this is something for me, I want to start this. And let's just produce a nice series, some episodes of DEX trading workshops. The first intro slide is about the motivation, because one can ask itself, why is the presenter, so me, actually giving out such information? Because, like some of you might already know, I'm trading myself, of course. I know the DeFiChain. I'm in the community since about 3 years now. And I can say I did become kind of or pretty successful in DEX trading. And why do I actually share these information with you? Because I might destroy my own advantages by that. And I can give you a simple answer here. I'm highly convinced that these gains I'm making here will not be sustainable if we as a community are not onboarding or kind of strengthening the whole DeFiChain ecosystem. And Here, especially, I mean the DeFiChain DEX, the decentralized exchange, because if you think about any exchange out there, might it be a centralized exchange or also decentralized exchange? I mean, every business can just survive if there are people who are using it. So people who are actually paying a fee and want to use it. And here you can see this kind of circle, the behaviors of or not behaviors, it's just like that. So we have DEX traders, so people who are actually trading on the DEX, and these people are paying the fees. So for every trade, you have to pay 0.2% commissions. Who is earning these fees on a DEX? These are the liquidity miner, meaning the liquidity provider. So these people who are putting their coins on the DEX and by that providing liquidity. We as a DEX trader, we need liquidity to trade. So if we not are going to strengthen the whole ecosystem, I can forget about my gains there, because further or sooner or later, there might not be any liquidity anymore, because liquidity miner might or will very likely remove their liquidity if they are not able to earn any fees. And that's the whole thing. So we need a DEX which is actually used. It is, but is it enough? I don't think so at the moment, but the use case is very big, and we will see this during all these workshops, hopefully. I can present this good to you. And yeah, just to finish this slide, every business, every exchange needs to get used, and otherwise it might be over sooner or later. So let's promote DEX trading and show the use case here to attract more traders. Not everyone has to trade, but obviously a lot of people like trading, and if they do understand what is possible on DeFiChain, they likely will try out, and some of them will definitely also become successful there, because it's not like we are the total brains here and everyone else can't do this. It's not like that. It's just that the system is kind of new still, even if DeFiChain is now about 4 or something years old. Still, there's not enough activity on the DEX, and this might be also because of the DUSD DPEG. You might have noticed this, that the actually planned dollar stablecoin on DeFiChain did DPEG. There was a mistake made by the community 2 years ago, something like that, and still, yeah, the whole ecosystem is suffering from that. And yeah, at one point, some people like me also just accepted this fact that the DUSD, so our trading dollar, not stable, but it's still the trading pair to the D assets, is not a stable coin at the moment, but we accepted this and we started the trading and just try to increase our DUSD. And if you accept this fact at this moment, you might see and realize what actually is still working, and everything is working besides that DUSD is not stable. So the DEX trading is working. Okay, so I think about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Unseren and me and the whole DEX trading live team also did bring a community fund proposal on the DeFiChain. So I want to use this talk also to make a little bit advertisement for our own proposal. We are currently at 88.24% yes, and the voting will conclude on about December 2nd, so there's still some time. And I want to ask you if you think the work we are doing here, it's not just the workshops, it's also Dex Trading Masters and so on, what I'm going to talk about very soon in the next slides. If you think our work is worth what we are asking for, please support. So the amount we are requesting are 50,000 DFI. Keep in mind we are 7 people, and most of them are doing a lot of work. It's not a full-time job, but it is a lot of work. It's also fun work. But please support. We will use 20,000 DFI for running a masternode and try to keep this kind of business up by using the rewards. We will use 15,000 DFIs for the work which has been already done. So because we are not me, but the other team members are, they are active for, I think, 6-7 months already. 4,000 DFI will be saved and then also used for DeFiChain.trade. That's a very important tool. I think we are not managing to talk about it today, but definitely this will be talked about in the later workshop. It's definitely the most important tool to be good in trading, to compete with other people, because it gives you many opportunities to watch, for example, the mempool, to observe the other traders, and just gives you the power normally just tech freaks have, because they have the ability to read out mempool data and so on. So also greetings to Ruben. He's not running DeFiChain.trade anymore, but he did start it back then, and yeah, he decided to leave this project, but he made everything open source. And then there was a time where Alex, so aka DeFi Dex Trader, was looking for someone who could or who can maintain this and improve it, that this project can go on. And luckily he found Sasha. Sasha is now doing this. He's also doing a fantastic job, if you ask me, continuously improving it. And I also think he has a lot of fun, so he's doing it with heart. DeFiChain.trade, very important. And then we have a YouTube channel. It's the Dex Trading Vision YouTube channel. You will find this workshop also on this YouTube channel there. 4,000 DFI will be saved for the YouTube channel. And then also 2,000 DFI for our website. We will talk, I think, about the website on the next slide briefly. And 50,000 DFI are saved for prizes, giveaways, and for the competition marketing, admin, and also this workshop. And if I think we have to stay a little bit free here, how we can use these DFI to act accordingly, what makes sense the most. So be aware that the community will be updated regularly about the use of funds. Okay, I think so far there are very likely no questions. I don't see anything in the chat, but can you give me a sign you are still listening, everyone?
I'm listening.
Okay, great. There's coming in a smiley. Martin is answering in German. Okay, everyone is here. Great. Okay, next slide. We have to talk about Dex Trading Masters. Like I said already, at least two competitors and more known people from my side are here also. And we have also the winner of the Dex Trading Masters 3, which ended on, I think it was 11th of November. Unseren is here. He actually managed to more than triple his starting amount. He started like everyone else with 500 USD and at the end, he had a gain of 220%, and this was just amazing. Will not happen again, Hansan. But it was just an amazing performance. And so at the end, he had 1,600 USD. And on top of that, and that's why I'm showing this slide, luckily, we have a lot of great sponsors. Alex, Dex Trader, is very active there and talking to different projects on DeFiChain and on DeFi Meta Chain as well, who are willing to sponsor this event with nice giveaways, even with DUSD. So on top of the DUSDs which have been given as a present for the winners, so the top 10 actually, which are coming from the enrollment fee. So everyone who is starting there has to pay a little enrollment fee, 25 USD. And this is also, I think 90% or something like this is given as prizes. And on top, Vanilla Swap, the DEX, which will start on DeFi Meta Chain as a sponsor, did add 800 USD. So Honson, as a third place, did get 30% of this DUSD prize pool, which have been, I think, 390. So in the end, he was with this prize at 2,000 almost. So I think 1,990 DUSD. So he managed to, with the prize money, managed to triple his back. And we have also very nice other giveaways or sponsoring prizes from Chain Report, a crypto tax tool. And they give trade license, investors license here for the 1, 2, and first, second, and third place, and also Open Devs Cloud, which will start on DeFi Meta Chain. I think this is just amazing. I still do not completely get it, but they did give 0.5% of ownership's revenue and shares of their project there. So if it is what it is, what I understand, this is just amazing. So congrats to Honson and also second and third place, Max L and Voyager. And I did manage to become the fourth place, so I did get a Jellyfish NFT and also 8%. And then there is also a DTM cap, which have been sponsored by DeFiChain Merge, and yeah, DeFiChain Factor, aka Crypto Factor, which will be a project also on DeFi Meta Chain, also has given a nice bonus on top to the prices, 200 DUSD for new traders. I'm not completely sure if this will get changed to the Crypto Factor token, but all in all, there's another sponsoring by DeFiChain Factor for new traders, and myself did give 25 DUSD each to lucky losers, so the last 5 places, so that newbies are also animated to compete here. So why am I talking here so long? Because this is just an exciting event. You have to know this. I'm also competing there for the fun mostly. Of course, I have a main address, which I'm using for my trading, but just being part of this is just fun. We are talking in the Telegram chat together, and you should, and I hope that I can motivate you to join Dex Trading Masters 4, which will start on 1st of December. What you have to do if you want to, create a new wallet address. So use the Light wallet and send 525 USD to the new address and 3 DFI. And then you please have to pay a 25 USD enrollment fee, and you will send this. This is, by the way, the Dex Trading Live website. You will find additional information here. So then you please send the 25 USD to let's call it competition treasury, team treasury. This is the address. You will find this here on the website, Dex Trading Masters. And after you have done this, you can get in contact with us Dex Trading Live on X, for example, you can write the direct message, hey, I'm competing, I have done the first steps, and then we will start at the starting block, which will be probably on 1st of December. And we can also be, let's say, we can, now I have a little problem with my language here. 2 other sponsors are starting. So Alex have managed to bring on board, in addition, this is Am Weststrand. It's actually run by Jörg. Jörg has a kind of vacation business. So to say it in easy words, you can make vacation at Jörg's place there. So Am Weststrand, and he has made a nice app where he or you, if you use this app, can use the AVA token, HWH token, which is backed 1-to-1 with DFI. And then you can make a kind of cheaper Urlaub, so you can use this token to pay and everything. And Jörg is also now a sponsor with his Am Weststrand business, the new app, and he's giving, I think, 1,000 AVA token, which means 1,000 DFI. It's backed 1 by 1. Also a big amount of TUSD, and on top, it's really crazy, but I think there's also a holiday on top, so you can stay 1 or 2 nights, something like that. I don't know the details, but you can stay at Jörg's place Am Weststrand there for free. It's in Germany, but still you should join, because there are a lot of other prizes. And we have JustSphere, which will be a protocol on DeFiChain as well, which are giving 1,000 DUSD on top. So we will have a bigger price pool of DUSD, and DTM4 will be even more exciting. Yeah, so just let me repeat this, because I think this is important for the whole competition. A very, very big thank you to all of our sponsors. Because of you, it's just even more fun. So thank you to Chain Report. Thank you to Open Depths Cloud. Thank you to Bidvestis. I think I did forget them. Bidvestis with their clothing. So I did win this actually at DTM2. Very nice clothes I did get from them. Also this little coin with the DFI and Bitcoin logo on top. And yeah, let's just thank them. Let's thank Maurice, who is also a part of the Dex Trading Live team with also his project DeFiChain NFTs, that was sponsoring a Jellyfish NFT. And let's thank DeFiChain Merch. Let's thank Vanilla Swap, and of course Crypto Factor and Jörg and the JustSphere. So with you, it's just so much more exciting, and I'm looking forward to many, many additional Dex Trading Masters. This does happen frequently, so 4 or 5 times a year, maybe even more. And yeah, I hope I can motivate you to start. It's a good starting point with 500 USD. At the moment, the USD is trading at about 15-16 cents, so you would need around something like $18-19 to start here, and I think this is manageable for most of us, and also a good way to start. Join the Telegram group. We will give you advice there. Of course, we will not tell you what's the best next trade, because speaking for myself, I'm also competing, so this wouldn't make sense. But if you ask something, does it make sense to swap indeed Tesla? Very likely Alex, everyone who's there daily on the chat, unseren, will give you pros and cons for this trade. And yeah, we are just having open discussion there, and no one is hiding any information. It's just to motivate more people to trade at the DeFiChain DEX. yeah, just very briefly again, because it's always a topic, at least in Germany. Taxes, and even though they are a sponsor of ours, I would recommend chain.report, because honestly it's just not comparable to any other crypto tax tools when speaking about the fees when you buy an abo there. It's just amazingly cheap. I also tried others, and especially when we are talking about DeFiChain, but also when we are talking about other blockchains, they are onboarding more and more blockchains and services, but especially around the whole DeFiChain ecosystem, you can't beat these guys. And I don't know any crypto tax tool which is synchronizing everything very easy. You just have to copy your address, choose DeFiChain there, paste it, and the whole trades you have done with this address are uploading. You can upload, of course, multiple addresses and so on. And yeah, the tool does know the actual fiat prices, so dollar, euro, other currencies of the DUSD, even the DEX stubby fee, it is included, so giving you the best prices, the actual prices, and the D assets which you are going to trade there are presented accordingly to the actual fiat prices. Yeah, if you have to pay taxes in your location, I can recommend chain.report. If you want, you can use an affiliate link. This one is mine. You don't have to use mine, of course, but I will recommend you to use an affiliate link because it's easy. Why shouldn't you save additional 10% on it? Check it out. It's not that you have to pay at the beginning, but if you want to have a final tax tool which you can use, I even did it for the tax report of the tax year 2021 just recently, and helped me a lot. Okay, so from here, any more questions? Let me look in the chat. Is everyone still awake? Yes, 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 it's coming in. Yeah, let me just repeat. Don't be afraid to speak here. I think we have also native English speakers or people who are speaking much better than me, and also don't be afraid to talk because you think I might say something stupid. That's just so normal, and it's helping many people when you are actually asking questions. But probably if you are coming to the real trading topics now or to the system topic, there will be some interaction with you guys. And so what I'm wanting to start now, it's the introductory information, but I think it's important to talk about the DUSD because I already mentioned it. The DUSD is since when was the D token system onboarded on DeFiChain? Let me say it's about 2 years ago, and then there was this mistake made by the community. A hard fork happened, allowed a certain algorithm to happen, and we have an unpacked stablecoin now since several months. But like I said before, if you just accept this fact at the moment and start to recognize what is it actually, what is the stablecoin on top of that, what he aims to be in the future, because there are already a lot of measures in place and these measures are working, but these measures cannot cause any kind of miracles and bring a stablecoin up to $1. If you recognize this, or if you accept this fact and you look what is the main part of USD, and maybe there's a better term for that, but I just did call it now a D-asset trading token because DUSD is the trading pair to the D-assets. So on the DeFiChain DEX, you have a lot of pools with DUSD and always paired with the D-assets. So there you have, for example, DUSD, the Tesla pool, and you have DUSD, the gold, and so on and so on. More than, let me say, 40 or something D-assets right now. And yeah, it's actually our DUSD D-asset trading token. And yeah, we just accept this fact and now we start this trading, and our aim is to increase the amount of DUSD. And in the end, if the measures are working as intended, we will have on top a DUSD stablecoin. May it be a hard-packed stablecoin or maybe not that hard-packed. As long as it is swinging around $1, that's an amazing use case, because still the main use case is being this D-asset trading pair. And if you want to start trading and if you want to compete on the Dex Trading Masters 4, of course you need DUSD. So that's why I did write these 2 points here. There are actually 2 ways to get DUSD. The first one is the simple one, just buy DUSD on the DEX. And you know DUSD is discounted in relation to being $1 at the moment. So actually you are getting for every dollar around 6 DUSD. But also be aware that one of the measures which was being implemented to stabilize the whole system is the 30% DEX stubby fee. This fee is not something like we want to harm everyone now. We want that no one goes out there, but I know it was a hard measurement, but a very, very important measurement to giving the whole system a chance to stabilize and to heal over the time. Because what happens when people are selling DUSD, they are paying the 30% DEX stubby fee. So meaning 30% of their DUSD have to be paid, but these DUSD are burned, so removed from the system. So one point to stabilize the whole system is to bring down the supply of DUSD. If you want to increase a price, bring down the supply is the one side of it. The other side is increase the demand. And that's why another measurement was that the people did decide, so community members and everyone decided to give DUSD and DFI more demand or more utility to create demand, which meant or which resulted in that half of these 30% burned DUSD because of DEX stubby fee are reallocated to people who are borrowing DUSD, and this is nothing more than negative interest. So when you, and this is the second point how you can get DUSD in this system, when you create a vault, put collateral in it, you can use DFI, you can use other crypto token there as collateral, and then you can borrow DUSD. When you borrow this DUSD, you will actually not pay interest, you will earn, because there's a negative interest, which is coming from the 30%, so half of it of the burned USD due to DEX stubby fee. So one thing, if you buy here, you are discounted, but be aware if you change this trade immediately or go in the other direction immediately, you have lost 30%, of course. So what I'm doing, I'm in the system since some months now. I'm thinking not about the DUSD. I'm thinking a lot about the DUSD, but not about the price. This cannot be solved in whatever time, not in a short time period. These measures are working, but it takes time. But myself, I see the high chances the system to heal, for the system to heal. And so I just wait there. I'm trading. I try to increase the amount of USD. And but if you don't want to go into the system and being affected of the DEX stubby fee, you don't have to buy. You can borrow. So you are using your DFI, Bitcoin, everything else to borrow the USD. But then you have other pros and cons. Of course, you have to watch your vault. You have to keep this collateralization ratio safe, that you're not getting liquidated. So this has other pros and other cons. You don't have to pay the DEX stubby fee, because if you end your journey there, you just pay back the loan. If you did lose during trading some DSD, okay, then you have to buy some to have the actual amount you have to pay. But be aware there are two possibilities to get your hands on DUSD, and it simply shows that there's another big use case, and which is actually working the whole time, and people are just, or not people are just, but it often feels like that most of the people are just looking on the charts and kind of being afraid of the system, because the actual dollar price of the stablecoin is not improving. But there are so many other use cases which are still working. And if you want to get more information about the whole topic, because this is a big topic, a lot of things have been changed frequently, I do recommend you to check out the official DeFiChain channel. There's a Demystified series, some episodes, and if you watch them all, it's, for some people it's too much, but for me it's an interesting topic. We are actually able to get all the information from the past, and you might be more able to make a decision here. Do you want actually to take this trade and be more confident to decide whether the dollar stablecoin, whether the USD will be a dollar stablecoin in the future, and you can make a choice here. Do I want to buy or do I want to borrow? And this Demystified series was done by Kügi also, and Kügi also has his own YouTube channel, and you will find both in German but also in English content. So when we are talking about this topic, check Kügi out. I think he is one of the persons who's describing the whole thing the best. So what we are seeing here is a little screenshot of the DeFiChain Lite wallet, and I just briefly want to show you that it's possible to show your balance in different cryptocurrencies there. So you can show your balance in USDC and USDT, in Bitcoin and DFI, but actually what makes sense the most when you are just trading these D assets in USD, let yourself show the balance here in USD. You just go there on your Lite wallet, can click here and adjust this to DUSD, and then you always know how much DUSD have I, with how many DUSD have I been starting, and it's the best to keep an eye on your portfolio there, the actual portfolio value, because we are, as a DEX trader, we are just thinking about in DUSD, because the system is working very, very well in D assets relatively to DUSD and vice versa. And if we leave this dollar DPEG topic aside, we have a very well working system. Yeah. This is the last slide of the introductory information slides. I know we are talking now since almost 40 or almost 50 minutes. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. It is a lot, but I think it's also nice for you to have these general information at the beginning. Yeah, because some of you might just be at the beginning and are happy to get this information. So what are these decentralized assets actually? What are the pros relatively to the assets which we know from the traditional markets? Why not stay there and trade Tesla or Nvidia on your bank account, on your broker? Why should I maybe think it makes sense to change to decentralized assets? What is the essence about this? What are the advantages? And I did write down some points here. The first point, it's tradable for everyone. So there are some countries in the world where people are not allowed to participate on the financial markets like we do. So in Germany, everything is fine. Maybe in your countries also, but there are people who are not allowed. They have no chance to participate. And with DeFiChain DEX, I don't know how many are doing this at this moment because we are still very early, but it is one point, it is one advantage. If these people are having a smartphone, if they are downloading the DeFiChain Lite wallet, and if they are able to get cryptocurrencies, maybe from a friend, or if they get their hands on them in another way, they are also able to participate in this system. So it's tradable actually for everyone, and it's tradable everywhere, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and 52 weeks a year. So this is not like the traditional markets where you have a time where the main trading happens. In Germany, it's from 3:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. And before you have the pre-market, afterwards you have the after-hours trading. But DeFiChain is running 24/7. This is a blockchain. I mean, this can't be stopped. Okay, you can shut down some nodes, but what happens then? The blocks are coming in slower, and at one point, difficulty will adjust, and the blocks will then, after some time, come in with the regular block time of 30 seconds, like it is on DeFiChain. And if you want to stop the system, you have to shut down every masternode. Yeah, so we can say that this is not stoppable that easy, and we can say, let's keep this in abbreviations. It's censorship resistant. Of course, you have to think about the rules in your country. You have to pay taxes and everything else. You shouldn't do any illegal things there, but nevertheless, it's not that it can be taken away from you that easy. So talking about myself, I actually had it one time that a broker did shut off my account. It was my fault, but I just didn't answer any emails there in the broker email section. But this can happen also in Germany. Like I said, it was my fault, and normally in Germany you can trust the banking system mostly. But still, something like that cannot happen with decentralized assets that easy. And another nice fact is that you can also trade smaller amounts. So for example, here 0.00001 D Tesla, and in the traditional finance markets, for myself, I just know that you can trade whole amounts. So just one Tesla stock. Here you can trade very small amounts or very big amounts. And Also, you can see here, it's another screenshot of the DeFiChain Lite wallet. I just showed here a swap, and this is the fourth point here. It is possible to swap from one asset directly into the other asset. So this is also a point which is not possible in the traditional market, as far as I know. What actually is happening there, this is in the background, this composite swap, this technical solutions just trades two pools, so from NVIDIA to DUSD and then from DUSD to DGold, but it is happening within one DeFiChain transaction. So you're swapping directly from one asset to another, and this is also nice. You can use this for your trading strategies, which we are going to talk about later or in the later workshops. So then you can borrow. So like I said, you can borrow DUSD, but you can also borrow D assets. Every D asset can be borrowed, and this makes it possible to go short on these assets. So actually you are just borrowing, for example, D Tesla. Then you are selling your D Tesla for DUSD. And if the asset price of D Tesla drops, you are then able to buy it back for a smaller amount of DUSD and pay back your loan. So you actually made with this short trade, so-called short trade, gains with a falling asset price. This is also possible in the traditional market, but as far as I know, I'm not pretty sure, but trading such things in Germany is not possible. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Also, other derivatives, it's not allowed in Germany. Also, you can use your D assets and DUSD to generate passive income. So that's the point we did talk already at the beginning. You can be the liquidity provider of the decentralized exchange. So you are actually the person who is participating with the commissions, with also on top DeFi block rewards, and you are helping the system. So one could say actually you are the exchange, or you are part of the exchange. You are participating on this business. And another use case is it's easily transferable. So don't know how many people are using this, but it is possible to send every cryptocurrency. So you can also send your D assets. So these are actually token cryptocurrencies from one person to another. So if you want to, you can send as a present or for whatever reason some gold to your friend who's living on the other side of the world. It's an additional use case, and I think definitely worth to mention here. And then I have here 3 dots, so there are more. And I think one point did come into my mind just today, and these are taxes. And in Germany, I just can't speak for Germany. In Germany, you don't have to pay taxes on any gains of cryptocurrencies if you are holding these currencies for a period of at least 1 year. So if you are buying stocks in Germany, you always have to pay on your gains this capital tax, so 25%. This is a cryptocurrency. So if I'm building up some portfolio, I don't have to make always short trades. But if I'm building a portfolio, and I can just speak for Germany, but I don't have to pay tax on my gains when I'm holding them longer than, or at least for 1 year. That's, I think, also one very nice advantage, because no one likes to pay taxes. So yeah, that's it with the introductory slides. Give me a little sign again, please. Write something in the chat, or do you have some questions? Do you want to add something? Okay. All fine so far. I see a waving hand.
Hey, Pat, can I add something to the SD issue? If you
Definitely,
hear me?
it's highly appreciated, Hansen.
Yeah, I just want to say one practical or pragmatic thing. If you don't like the current price of GSD, that is pretty low, but if you buy it now, you have a really bigger upside than downside, and also
Yeah.
you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a nice bag of GSD to play, to start trading and get used to it. That's one point from my side.
Yeah, well, it's definitely true. So everyone has to decide on its own. But if you believe in the people who are working here in the community and people who are active there since years and who want to get this stablecoin thing fixed, and you say, yes, they are doing this, this will take some time, but DUSD will become $1, you will have this upside also. And this DEX stubby fee is not permanent. It is a measurement which is in place right now, but also in one DeFiChain improvement proposal, it is also already, yes, fixed with that this DEX stubby fee will go down continuously at a certain DUSD price. So also the stubby fee will diminish and disappear after a certain period of time. Yeah. Great point for motivation, and still everyone has to be responsible for him or herself and make his or her own decisions for sure. Yeah, thanks, Hansan. Okay, so now we are finally starting with the system and what is actually happening there on the DeFiChain DEX. And I will try to make it very easily understandable. Why is it actually working that the assets are trading relatively to DUSD or in DUSD in a range of about 6, 7 or plus minus 6, 7% to the Oracle price. And the Oracle price, which is the blue line here, is the price of the actual asset. So in this case here, which is a historical chart of the D Tesla DUSD chart, the blue line is the price during this time period of the actual Tesla stock. And oracles, which are a very important part of the whole system, are data feeds, or I think we can call them data feeds, which are bringing in different block times or in different periods of blocks the prices of the actual asset on the DeFi chain. And here, this is a very nice tool, DeFiScan.live. You can also see the oracles on the DeFi chain. And I think today we can use Coin, because Coin was going up a lot. I mean, that's not a reason to choose it now, but I will just use Coin here to explain oracles a little bit more in detail to you. So there are several data feeds. It's not only one oracle. I'm not completely sure. If somebody knows, you can now speak up or write it in the chat if you know some more sources of data. But I think one is the NASDAQ, where the data are coming from. And I never actually heard more information about the oracles. There are more oracles or more data feed sources. And you can see here, this is actually the day today. And 8:44 p.m. Central European Time, there have been a responded answer of an oracle. So actually, the data feed did give the information to the blockchain, and this happened several times during the day, during several blocks during the day. And then you have the price of the actually Coinbase stock here on the DeFi chain. So the DeFi chain has an information about the outer world, and it's several sources, and then the average price, or the aggregated price, is calculated, and this is the current oracle price. So Coinbase is actually trading at $99 at the moment, and the blockchain has this information. And then you can see here, let's have a look at the 24 hours chart, that Coinbase, after the off time of stock trading, started to gain in price here, and the blockchain has all this information and does know to every point of time, or let's say to every point of block, what is actually the price of these assets in the traditional market. Yes, I think this should be clear. So the blue line here is the actual oracle price, but we as DEX traders, we are not trading traditional assets. We are trading on the DeFiChain DEX. And the reason why, which you can see here with the red and green candles, why the asset price in DUSD is held or hold close to the oracle price, is that approximately once a week, and this is DeFiChain specific, the so-called DeFiChain future swap settles. So the DeFiChain future swaps settles approximately once a week at a certain block. And what is actually possible there is that trader or everyone who wants can change their D assets or their DUSD back to the other one. So you can buy D assets at a premium of 5% with DUSD, or you can sell your D asset at an oracle price, so at a D asset discount of 95% of the actual oracle price. So the oracle price which is valid on this settlement block. And this is the case why trader, which are knowing that this will happen every week or every 2,880 or something like that blocks, that they are holding the D assets in a range of, I did write here plus minus 5%. Of course, the trading is independently working. You can buy as much as you want of one asset, but another one will take the counterpart because he will then take the trade here with the future swap. If you shoot this, let's say, the Tesla up to a premium of 150%, immediately unseren will going to short Tesla. No, some other people will start to short Tesla down to a range close to this oracle price, because they can then swap their DUSD back to Tesla and can close their short position. Yeah, so this is a very, very important topic to understand, and we can now not just have a look at the Tesla and DUSD, but also have a look at other assets. So this screenshot here is coming from another very interesting tool website, defidex.live, and I'm not using DeFiDex.live during trading, but still it's a very, very nice tool to explain the whole things here and also have historical data of the Oracle prices and the DEX prices. And I think today is also, just a day to look at Coin and Coinbase. And we can go here then to the day today. So trading on the Wall Street is still happening right now. In Germany, it's now 9:10 p.m. Central European time, and the trading will finish at 10 p.m. So what you are actually seeing here is the start of the trading day. So there was this period of time where the oracles were linear. So when trading is not happening, also, of course, oracles and the prices on the Wall Street and the prices of the traditional markets are not moving, and the oracles are standing still. And then I still don't know which time zone this actually is, but it's not the same. And also the data here are delaying a little bit. That's another reason why not to use this during trading, but still it's a very nice tool. And so you can see here the Oracle price. Coinbase was at $92, and I'm just a little bit confused, but I think this is, we had this topic with Unseren already. This is an aggregated price or an average price of over several hours of the Oracle price. That's why you actually do not see the shoot up of coin. I think the price of Coinbase should be higher. It gained something like 7% a day. Unseren, can you confirm this?
We discussed it some time ago, and we realized that there is another time zone in this chart. So it's actually delayed maybe 2 or 3 hours. I think I'm not sure 100%, but there is another time.
Yeah, right. So on the one hand, it's delayed data, and on the other hand, and I think we will understand this if we go back to DeFiScan.live, that the Oracle price, we will just check out Coinbase again. If you look here, this is the 90-day. So these are probably average data, and it is ending here at $94. And here you see probably averaged Oracle prices over a shorter time period, that the actual Oracle price is at $99, right? So if we now go back here to DeFiDex.live, it's probably that just here the tool is using data from 90-day averaged Oracle prices, or I think this is the case here. And it doesn't matter, like I said before, during the actual trading we are not using this tool, but it's also nice to explain it here to you, because we can now make these premium and discount bands here. And what you are seeing is now we just have to know that this oracle price is a little bit higher actually, okay, like I said before. But what you're seeing here is that the movements on the DEX are still in a very premium area, let's call it like that. And this tells us nothing more that in general coin as a D asset is demanded a lot on the DeFiChain DEX, and people like to trade coin, and there can be other reasons why they invested in it and also like to buy it in a discount. But what you see here is that it is trading at the border, but it is not just trading at the border. You have several time periods where these different D assets are also trading the whole range from discount to premium and vice versa. So I cannot give you a rule here. So it is mostly, let's say, experience. So the more you are active trading here, you get a kind of feeling. Where are these assets actually trading? But my message here is just that it's not just this future swap trading and people not keeping the different assets at the border, but the border is where they are actually coming back to immediately. So if someone is shooting an asset here, you see a nice candle, someone was buying a lot of coin, but within the same day, this was traded back to the border. But still it goes the whole range from time to time. So it's much more than just this discount and premium trading. Just to make this clear here. Okay, I think this should be fine. Is it? This is the general thing for you understandable. Do you get the point that these D assets are trading or held in the range to the actual asset price because of this future swap? Because we all know that this happens and then people are trading it back. Should be, I think, yeah. So to sum this up, DEX traders need to consider two dynamics. The first thing is the actual oracle price. So you need to have information or know what the actual market is doing. So we can say DEX traders are observing the movements on the general market. But of course, it's also the DEX prices, and for you or for the beginners, it's mostly at the beginning the premium and the discount, which you should definitely keep in mind. And also, I think this is a good point to start with the simple, we can call it premium and discount trading. So using the future swap to make gains here when an asset is above the 5% premium, or also doing it when some assets are in a discount below 95% of the oracle price. Okay, to sum this up, let me explain again the future swap. So you can mainly understand the future swap as an algorithm, and it settles approximately once a week. So it's for you important to know which one is the settlement block. You should keep this in mind when you are making your decisions. And here you can see how many blocks are remaining when the settlement will happen. So these are 6,409 blocks. We have a average block time of 30 seconds at DeFiChain, so we are coming to a time of approximately 2 days and 5 hours when the next future swap is settling. And the more close we are coming to this settlement block, just speaking about the time, I think the risk to start such a trade, so meaning if you want to trade the discount or trade the premium, is going down or decreasing a little bit. Of course, also on the last trading day, assets can move in the completely other direction. So if we are now looking, for example, at this tool, which is also very nice, we are having these circles here, also with the different D assets. And what you can see here is the actual DEX price in USD, and you can see the active price of the Oracle. So what is the current Oracle price? Like I said before, the blockchain is fed with the data frequently, but still there's another rule on the DeFi chain. So rule, by that I'm meaning code, that the block, the price which is actually valid, and this is now then important when you think about the future swap. Like I said, at the future swap, you can swap, for example, your DUSD to D assets at a premium of 105% of the Oracle price. So which price is actually valid? And this is the price, which is here right now, $147.73 for SAP, the SAP stock. But what we have to consider then is, one thing is that the future swap does settle in 6,409 days. The Oracle will change until then. We will have Thursday, Thursday tomorrow, and then Friday morning, there's the future swap settlement. So it's about 2 days and 5 hours. I think this changed a little bit at the moment because currently there is the block time decreasement because the hard fork on DeFiChain is happening in a few blocks, and some nodes, master nodes, still have to update. That's why the block time is below 30 seconds, which switched this time. That's why I said it's Friday morning. It will not be on Friday morning because the blocks are coming in more slowly currently. But still, we have to consider when is the next future swap block. And we have to consider that the oracles are still changing. And also, let's talk about this very briefly. There's always a price, so a price like this, active price, which is valid for 120 blocks, meaning when the blockchain is running like normal, these are 60 minutes, where an active price is valid. And then after 120 blocks, so now it's just 49 blocks, when the next price block is coming in. And the good thing, this is also important when we talk at later workshops about short positions and actually borrowing assets, because there are also these prices of the oracles which are active, important, that to know that also the next price is also known always. So just talking about now, we are already knowing that for 49 blocks, the price will be at 147.73 of the Oracle price, and we also knowing the next price, which is active after 49 blocks for another 129 blocks. We are always knowing the prices for 120 blocks plus the amount of blocks where we are currently for still have to happen for the next price block. So this is, yeah, I think that's it when we are talking about oracles, future swaps, and so on. And also to understand, yeah, which price of the oracles is actually valid. And on this very nice tool, we can also see that we don't just have assets in the discount. We have here SAP at the moment, discounted Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Silver. This is here, just wanted to say houses, real estate, ETF, and commodities, Coca-Cola. They are all discounted at the moment. But we are also having some assets which are pretty much trading here exactly at the Oracle price. So, for example, the short ETF of Bitcoin. But we are also having some assets which are in the premium. So MicroStrategy is at the moment at the premium of 104.76%. So by that we can also see that the assets are actually moving or are traded not just at the borders of premium and discount, so plus and minus 5%, but are trading the whole area. Yeah, the whole bandwidth or the whole length there. Yeah. Okay, I will have a look in the chat.
If I may, something.
Yeah, sure.
I just posted the web link to the site where is the similar thing is described, but in some kind of table type. And for me personally, is better when you try to find some Oracle stuff and active index prices on the mobile phone than the nice but quite big pictures that you show. So just another tool which is similar, and the
quick check, right?
No. In the chat I get
okay. I see it. Cryptosprungbait.com. Okay. Yeah.
When you also have the columns as next and active price, and so.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There are several tools, and everyone is free to use the tool for their needs, which they can use the best, whether they are at home or whether they are somewhere else and just using their mobile phone. And in the end, it's like it is always. Everyone has its own strategy. Yeah, but all in all, to sum this up, I think I hope that the system itself, why this is working actually, might be clear now. And of course, it is impossible to know how to use the future swap then practically. So it's easily doable with the Light wallet. Besides a normal trade, here this is in German, but it's still another screenshot of the Light wallet. When you trade something, you can choose between a normal trade where you're actually touching the DEX, so you're trading through the DEX, and you can decide between the future swap. And just click here. In this example, I swapped or wanted to swap 100 USD for the D Tesla token. And you can see here the next block. So at this point of time, it's would have been 21 hours, and it's just an example. I wouldn't lock in the future swap that early normally. And it's also good to know that if something changes during the day, you have locked in your future swap already. But it might be that actually here I'm wanting to buy the Tesla, but what is if the price on the DEX now drops and it is more lucrative to buy the Tesla via DEX? Is it too late for me? Am I already convicted or forced to use the future swap? No, that's not like that. You can always, as long as the settlement block did not occur, cancel this. It's also here, you will see it when you use it, and then you have your funds back and do a normal trade, or even do not trade if you decide otherwise. And I think it's not just possible with the Light wallet. There's also the full node desktop wallet. There, the future swap is also possible. I mean, there's everything possible, but you have to use the command line interface there. And if you know the code, the command, how to use the future swap, of course, you can also use the desktop full node wallet. But I think most of, let's say human normal traders who are not using bots or anything else are trading on the Light wallet, because you can simply do everything there. It's on the surface and made nicely for us to integrate with the DeFiChain functionalities, and also you can carry your smartphone everywhere. And that are some arguments why to use the Light wallet. Yeah, I think we are done here with this topic. If you want to learn more or just to fresh this up, I can also post this PowerPoint presentation here in the chat afterwards, so you have all the links then and can use it. Also, Maurice has its own YouTube channel, and this is also English content. He did prepare a pretty nice video, which is explaining in detail actually how to, he called it how to profit from future swaps. So it's actually the discount and premium topic there. And yeah, he did a nice video. It's also in English. You can check this out. And check out his his YouTube channel, Maurice DeFiChain Videos and Strategies, and you will find the video there. Okay, I just did see Jump 90 has some connection problems. Yeah, don't worry. Hope I will see you on the next workshop, or just go and look the recording if you want to, and have a nice evening. Okay. So now we are at about 90 minutes. Think we can decide now, do we want to step in very briefly into trading? Should we start with some general slides, maybe for 15 minutes? What do you think? So I mean, in the end, I can just make another 50 minutes here, and everyone who wants to leave now, just leave. It's not a problem at all. You can watch the last part then on YouTube, or if you want to, you can also stay. It's as you wish to. Okay, let's talk about this slide. Okay, see you, Martin. Have a nice evening. let's talk a little bit about this slide and then just finish this workshop, because it's, I think, already a lot for most of the people. And like I said before, we will make some more episodes of the DEX trading, and later we will then here step in these nice tools, DeFiChain.trade and everything else. But I think honestly for today, let's just take this little general information about trading and then make a break here. Not a break, a cut. Okay. So just some general information. So what you always have to consider when you are trading on the DeFiChain DEX, you have to trade with appropriate amounts. So that simply means you have to consider the pool liquidity. How many DUSD and D assets are actually pooled in the different pools. It's different from pool to pool. On top of that, you have to consider where's the price of the D assets on the DEX relatively to the Oracle price. Are we in a premium or in a discount? As general information, we can say that most of the time it makes more sense to buy a discounted asset and to sell, if you want to sell, not in a discount but in a premium. But that is just very generally spoken. Yeah, more experienced people like unseren and others are also starting to make a long position here. If you are really knowing what you are doing and if you have a lot of experience and are frequently watching the activities on the DEX, you can make, also long position in a premium. But generally speaking, it's always more clever to make a long position here and to close a long position here, and otherwise to start a short position here and to close a short position here. So another nice tool which I'm also daily using is this dstocks DeFiChain web app. This gives you a very nice overview over the different assets of the whole portfolio which we are having on the DeFiChain DEX. You are seeing the Oracle price, so the current Oracle price, and this website is refreshing from time to time, but if you want to make sure that you are on the last state, the actual state, just refresh it from time to time by yourself. And now it's not loading. Perfect. Right, and you can filter it here. You can filter it for premium or for discount. Here it's from discount going downwards to premium. You can filter it vice versa. So, okay, what's going on right now? There's not much in the premium right now. That's also interesting, but doesn't matter. But you can also filter here from pool liquidity, and that's the point what we have been talking about. You always have to consider the pool liquidity. So like you can see here, the US Treasury ETF on the DEX, USD and GOVT, the pool here has just a liquidity, just in abbreviations, just of 115,000 DUSD. This is not dollars, this is DUSD, or you can also say here it's counted with one DUSD being $1. It's also important to know. And also you can see that the Tesla, the pool has much more liquidity. Here it's 6,641,000. And just to give you a little first thing on your hands, how much you can trade actually, or how much you should trade. Just take if you have to decide very quickly, and on your light wallet you want to use a slippage tolerance of 0.5, just divide this value by 1,000, and then you can be sure, if not somebody else is swapping before you, that you will get a price even with 0.5% slippage tolerance here. So in this case, you can swap around 115,000 DUSD, or the equivalent of the asset. And here you can swap easily 6,600 DUSD. And just as a quick decision maker, divided by 1,000, but it's a little bit more, I think 8,000 or something like that will be fine also with a slippage tolerance of 0.5. So slippage means actually, or slippage tolerance, if you use it in the light wallet, you can be safe that you will not get a price being out of the slippage tolerance, because otherwise, if you choose, for example, 20,000 USD, use your slippage tolerance of 0.5, the light wallet will cancel this transaction, because the slippage and the commissions, so commissions are always 0.2%, and on top of that you have a slippage, meaning you are buying from this pool and you are getting a kind of middle price there, because you are the person who is changing the pool ratio. And if you use too many DUSD or the equivalent of the asset, you are changing this ratio a lot, which means also that you are trading up or trading down the price of this D asset in the pool. Yeah, I think this is something you really can take from here regarding the amounts you are trading. It's not that you can't swap more. So if we say, if we say you think it's a good time to buy SAP, for example, because it's in a discount, and maybe it's a time where another player on the DEX is selling his SAP for whatever reason. So it's always in the discount of 6.1, maybe a little bit higher sometimes. And you say, okay, I buy this. And then the person is selling again. You buy this again. And then maybe you have 30 or something SAP, which means something like 3,000 DUSD in SAP. Of course, you can do this because it depends on your strategy. It might be that you don't want to sell your SAP instantly. It might be that you want to hold it for a longer period. But just when we talk about this pool liquidity, you always have to consider when you are making a trading decision, am I able or do I want to swap back through the pool? In case you are just making little or fast trades in and out, so you will always use this pool. You have to trade smaller pools, but still it might be reasonable to buy bigger amounts of SAP, because first of all, here you can use the future swap maybe if SAP stays at this price or even goes more up, and goes more up during the next trading days on the traditional finance market. And then you don't have to touch these pools, because the future swap is an algorithm which is independently from these pools. This is just coded in the blockchain. You don't need this liquidity there. And it may be also that you want to hold your SAP longer because you think it's a nice long-term investment, and you will sell them later in more little amounts where you can use this pool nicely. Also, it might be that you want to use your SAP for liquidity mining to gain interest here. Yeah. So, but always be aware of the pool liquidity and bring this factor in into your decision making. That's the point here. Okay, I think it's really a good time now to stop here. It's 9:45 p.m. Central European time. I think we can stop here. There are other points then, and don't be disappointed that we don't manage to go through all these slides, and you cannot start then with everything, with all the knowledge some people might have, but I think it's still a good starting point, and just want to remember you for maybe joining the Dex Trading Masters. Would be very nice, so we can make also some noise here for DeFiChain and the Dex Trading Masters. And of course, you will, just start with your first little amount of USD and make some experience still. And in January, probably I will start with the next Dex Trading workshop. I will also now post the slides here. So if you want to, you can click through it and maybe use the links and everything. And with that, I'm saying thank you for listening, and also people on YouTube, if you enjoyed this, maybe the Dex Trading Vision channel, you might to subscribe, maybe activate the bell, and give us a thumb up. It's a little, it's a little support for everyone then and for the channel. And with that being said, I'm going to stop the video chat now. Thanks for being here, and maybe see you next time, guys. Bye-bye, and happy trading on the DeFiChain DEX. Bye-bye.